DC or DCC? This is the question. Whether it is to spend more time looking at your controller, knobs, dials, and everything else. And let's not forget the infamous spaghetti wiring that's underneath your table, or that can be underneath your table. Sounds like fun. Not really. Or to wonder in the technology of today, now, and information. And it also, not to hurt, less wiring. Well, for the most part, anyways. Now, the difference between digital and analog would be the information that is carried through the power. Information is sent by a whole bunch of ones, zeros, ones, and so forth. Anything that you can think of going through their wiring. Yes, the marvel of today's technology. Hey guys, welcome back. And yeah, so for this layout, I am going to go DCC. I really had a hard time figuring out what kind of controller I wanted. So just have to do your research, look at the controllers that, the options that they can give you, options that it can do, what's going to meet for your layout, what's going to be easier for you. And you know what, it never hurts for, the look, the wow factor, if you want to call it. But there's one thing that I'm going to have to suggest. Just remember, you are going to pay for what you get. You buy cheap, you get cheap. So, but if you're going to pay expensive, you're going to be able to do a lot more, and, well, obviously it's going to look a lot nicer. Now here, this is the first controller that I ever started with. The Bachmann Easy Command was really good. Next controller that I went with was the wireless DCC. Fantastic wireless system. I liked it. But with this layout, I am going to go with the ECOS 2 from ESU. But again, your layout, your decision, you pick the controllers that you want, whatever tickles your fancy, if you want to call it. Now, throughout the shopping, if you want to call it, you're going to see these DCC. This is something that's good. DCC on board. This would indicate that there is a digital chip in the train. Another one, you're going to see DCC sound on board. Now, this indicates that there's a digital chip with a speaker. Now, don't get confused. DCC ready does not mean that it has a digital chip. It means that it's ready for a digital chip, which means that it's still analog. So here's some of the manufacturers that go ahead and do DCC trains and chips as well, or decoders as we all call it. So NC, there was Bachmann, NCE, ESU. These guys are European. Another one is Roco. This is another European manufacturer, which, by the way, very good, I must add. And then you have Digitrax, and then MRC is another popular one. So, okay, I'm going to show you a good example of a DCC sound chip or decoder right here. So you can see your decoder board and then also your speaker. So for this layout, I am going to go with the ECOS. Fantastic controller. I love it. The reasons why I like it is because the expandability would be endless. There's so much that you can do and so much that you can connect it to. For an example, hook it up to your wireless router. Now this is where it steps from the rest, I guess, if you want to call it. If you have an iPhone, there's an app for it. Yes, there is, for your controller. I had to say that. That's hilarious. Another one is, if you have an Android phone, same thing. Okay, guys, that's it for my videos. Before we go, I just want to have a little chat with you guys. I do want to try to make this as personal as I can. So for the next couple of pictures, there's just going to be some odd pictures here and there. But anyways, regardless of the pictures, I just want to let you guys know that I am stepping out of my bubble, my comfort bubble here, only because I'm not very good in front of the camera or even speak on a microphone. So I apologize if I do get tongue twisted, but this is something I do want to do. I want to share my layout, my turmoils, my experience, my joys, everything with you guys. This is something that I can be proud of, and having suggestions and comments and from you guys would be absolutely phenomenal. So again, like I said, I do apologize in advance, and for that note, I hope you guys have a really good weekend and go forth and model. Yes, Now I'm just babbling on and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyways, there's one picture I do want to show you guys. This one right here. Friggin' hilarious. I thought you guys might like it. Just wanted to share it with you guys. Till then, keep on modeling and have yourself a good one. Later, guys.